Now, IWC tribalism aside, which I'm not going to try to get into too much, but I will say this. It's ridiculous, alright? Both companies, AEW, WWE, both of their fan bases need to focus on just enjoying their products and expecting more of each other's products instead of, expecting the competition to do better compared to what they're doing now. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's tribalism. But I will say this. Jinder Mahal, now, because of all this fuss over the past week on the internet, I think he has not the biggest chance of walking out World's Heavyweight Champion tonight on Monday Night Raw, but I do think he might be able to pull it off. I do think WWE can pull this off, and my question to all of you right now is, do you think Jinder Mahal is going to win the World's Heavyweight Championship tonight on Monday Night Raw? Do you think he should? Do you think WWE will actually have the guts to take the title off of Seth freaking Rollins tonight on Monday Night Raw and create that shock value moment? Because I will say this, that promo from last week on Seth Rollins and the promo prior to that with The Rock, Jinder Mahal, has been generating quite a bit of heat. To the point that it's hard not to pay attention to him when he's on screen. And he is a former WWE champion, which, in my opinion, not only warrants him a title match, but also he did step up to the world champion himself. We got a fighting world champion in his own words, so Seth Rollins stepped up. That's the main reasoning behind Jinder Mahal going after the title. Now, I know last week I did say that Damian Priest, Senior Money in the Bank, is going to have to get into a feud, get into a rivalry with Drew McIntyre over that briefcase. That might still be the case. That might still be the plan, or if it were up to me, that would still be the plan. Hell, why not have McIntyre versus Priest build up all the way into WrestleMania? Maybe not for the briefcase, considering this brand new idea I have right now, but eventually we're going to have to get a straight up one-on-one singles match between Priest and McIntyre. They're building up to that. But what if tonight, live on Monday Night Raw, Jinder Mahal pulls it off? What if Jinder Mahal, by the skin of his teeth, this close to kicking out Seth Rollins, this close to kicking out, but he gets the 3 count, he gets the pinfall, and we have ourselves a brand new world champion. Again, I'd have to work out the kinks. I'd have to work out how you would go through with it, because again, if I go with my initial approach, Seth Rollins, well, he's not protected in this situation because, he's actually got pinned. So I'd have to work that out. But what if Jinder Mahal becomes a world heavyweight champion? And finally, out of the blue, out comes Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, and he cashes in that contract. Something similar to what we saw almost 3 years ago when McIntyre was WWE Champion, The Miz cashed in, and that was just basically a transition to get the title on Bobby Lashley. The same thing might apply here. That's just an idea being thrown out there. Again, I'd have to figure out a better way to protect Seth freaking Rollins during this entire match, during this entire outcome, because even if he is kicking out just by this much, he still got pinned. So I'd have to really think that through, but I will say this, okay? I wasn't expecting this match to take place tonight on Monday Night Raw. I was seriously expecting this to be a feud, a rivalry, and it, for all I know, it still might be. I was seriously expecting this to be the World Championship main event match at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, simply because that's what the Royal Rumble pay-per-view itself is for. You got all the big guns, all the big names in the actual Royal Rumble match, and you set up your world champions with contenders. I know it's not the case on SmackDown, but on Raw, I think they could pull it off. Rollins versus Jinder Mahal at the Rumble. McIntyre, Priest, Cody Rhodes, all of them they stick to their plan of winning the Royal Rumble match, CM Punk as well. So with that said, those are my thoughts on what might transpire tonight. Again, as far as tribalism, Jinder Mahal, Hook, they both have, if you really want to think about it, if you really want to think about reasons as to why each of these men deserve a world title opportunity, you can come up with absolutely any reason that might be the case. As simple as that. All you gotta do is explain it on TV. That's all you gotta do. Have your authority figure explain, have your world champion accept his challenge. That's it. That's all you gotta do. If I'm not mistaken, Drew McIntyre was WWE champion, and I think he defended the title against Heath Slater. Did Heath deserve a world title opportunity? No. So, with that said, come on guys, it's sports entertainment. Let's have fun with it. I'm expecting a pretty good match. Maybe. Jinder Mahal is going to have some ring rust. We'll just have to wait and see. So with that said, tune in later on tonight to the USA Network for another episode of Monday Night Raw. I am fully expecting Seth Rollins to retain. I think WWE is going to play it safe. They're going to have him retain, maybe by DQ, maybe by countout, and then we get the rematch at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, Mahal versus Rollins for the world title. But I wouldn't count out a Priest cash-in tonight. So with that said, leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This is Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.